The legendary series FBI, which has been running since 2018, is getting a new spin-off called CIA, and honestly, I can't contain my excitement. On top of that, considering that Tom Ellis, one of the best actors in the world for me and known from Lucifer, will be the lead in the show, I truly think we are in for a fantastic series. I know you're just as excited as I am, so let me tell you what we can expect from this brand new spin-off. First of all, as you know, CIA is not the first spin-off in the FBI universe. There were two other great spin-offs before, called FBI Most Wanted and FBI International. However, as of 2025, both of these shows ended. So from now on, we will only have FBI and CIA. Considering that the spin-offs ran for quite a long time, it seems like CIA has a long and beautiful road ahead. Also, it's currently being talked about that CIA will be more of an extension rather than just a spin-off. So you can be sure that both the action and the intrigue will be taken to a whole new level. So what kind of story will we see in CIA? First of all, as you know, while most other police shows focus on street crimes, the FBI universe shows its agents dealing with major threats like terrorism on a weekly basis. This trend will continue in the CIA series as well. Both agencies will work together to stop domestic and foreign threats against the United States. However, according to the information revealed, the main focus of CIA will be the odd couple partnership relationship between the two main characters. So what are these opposite partners like in this action-packed show? Let's talk a little about them. First of all, the most anticipated, Tom Ellis. He will play CIA agent Hart Hoxton. Hart is said to be a CIA agent who breaks the rules. Honestly, when I heard this news, I got really excited because it made me think we would see an amazing character showing off his intelligence. Just like in Lucifer, I really feel that great things are coming. Tom Ellis describes his character like this. He finds himself stuck in what some CIA agents might think was the boring end of the job on home soil in New York. But he's someone who, like many people who work for the CIA, has to use guile and deceit and lies to get what he wants. So there's a large dose of moral ambiguity that comes with him, but that's part of his job. So whilst that is, not great for people in actual life, for a TV audience, it's wonderful entertainment. If you're wondering what kind of partner this rule-breaking Hart will have, of course, we will see a partner who acts by the book. This partner's name is Bill Goodman, and he will be played by Nick Gelfus. Also, Nick didn't miss the chance to reference his old character, Will Halstead from Chicago Med, while describing the new Bill character. About Bill, he said, he is a by-the-book FBI agent. So, very much different than Will going by his own rules, and he has teamed up with essentially a Will Halstead of the CIA, played by Tom Ellis, and so it is a wonderful collision of the odd couple in a way. And yeah, please tune into that. If you like Will, you'll love Bill. Besides our leads, we will see Natalie Linus as Gina Rojas, the CIA analyst of the team. Also, Michael Michele was supposed to play the head of the CIA's New York office, but she left the show on November 1st. Therefore, the scenes of her character will likely be reshot with a different actor. Is that the only departure? Unfortunately, no. I can say that the show is currently going through a very turbulent shooting process. On November 3rd, Eric LaSalle, who directed the first episode and was an executive producer, also left the show. And as if that wasn't a big enough development, on November 6th, the showrunner Warren Leight also left the series. Moreover, this wasn't even the first showrunner change on the show. Initially, David Hudgens was the showrunner. After he left, Warren Leight took over. Now, Mike Weiss from the FBI production team is rumored to take over from Warren Leight. As you can guess, all these changes will cause a pause in the show's shooting for a while. So how will all these departures affect the release time of the show? Let's talk a bit about that. The initially set release date for CIA was fall 2025, but as you know, the departures made a major delay inevitable. However, don't worry, we won't have to wait for too long. Currently, the show is expected to air mid-season 2026. That means early 2026 is now the confirmed date for CIA. So you can keep the hype as high as possible. So what can we expect from the trailer? Probably released a month before the show in December 2025 or early 2026. Honestly, I expect to see a trailer full of our odd couple FBI agents, Hart and Bill, bickering a lot, involved in dangerous missions, with plenty of explosions, gunfights, meaning lots of action, both fun and adrenaline filled. And as a surprise, maybe we can even see Hart and Bill making a bet to impress Gina Rojas, the CIA analyst. I think an interesting love triangle would be really nice in such a tense show. So, what are you all expecting to see in this exciting spin-off? Let's meet in the comments. Meanwhile, if you're curious about what we'll see in CBS's other police show, Why, Marshals, check out this video.